Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, girls tryout for the basketball team. Lakeside hosts a breakfast for veterans. And our new principal is featured on Teacher Time. The Loop starts now.
Welcome to Lakeside Loop. I'm Juan Galrud.
And I'm Natalie Pop.
Last week, Lakeside girls tried out for the basketball teams. All the girls tried their very best. Kayla Bolt tells us more.
Many students at Lakeside love basketball. This past week, the girls went through the stressful process of trying out for the team. Here to tell us more is Ava Stein.
So this week we had our 3 days of tryouts done. So now today's the first day of practice and we're getting everything full in swing and we have our teams picked out and yeah. We have 16 girls on our team. So it's a lot of girls, but we have a lot of incoming, we have a lot of returning varsity people. So that should be good. And we also have a lot of new bodies coming up from JV as well. So we have a lot to work with and I think we have a lot of potential this year to do great things. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of the incoming people are nervous, but after that first day, everyone just plays their game and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of hustle and we encourage each other a lot, so it's really nice. What I love about Lakeside girls basketball is just the family atmosphere that we have. We're all super close and we just love each other and we encourage each other no matter what. And it's an amazing feeling. It's really a family. So, coaches are great and it's a really fun experience. It's something great to be in.
Good luck on your season, girls.
In other sports news, Levi Burkholz signs a national letter of intent to play college basketball at the Citadel in Division I school in Charleston, South Carolina. Multitudes of Lakeside athletes earned Capital Conference honors this fall. 16 received first team all-conference honors, 9 received second team, and 15 honorable mentions. Cameron Ryland was the Capital Conference Runner of the Year for cross country. Olivia Bartels was Player of the Year for volleyball, and Ben Buxo was Offensive Lineman of the Year for football.
God has blessed many students here at Lakeside with the talent for academics. This year, the Academic Bowl was held at Columbus High School, as students from all grade levels participated.
So for Academic Bowl, we go over to one of the high schools that host the competition. This year it was Columbus. And each person takes an individual test in a subject, and then the teams get together for group events. In the group events, each team has one kid from each grade, and they all specialize in a subject. And after that, we eat dinner, there are awards, and we get to learn who wins and what school won, and that's pretty much it. It's a lot of fun. It's only one night during the year, so it isn't a huge time commitment if you want to get involved in something. And also, you have a really good chance of winning something. This past year, I got a 60% on an English test, and I was the champion for that somehow. So it's a really good opportunity to learn and have fun and get involved without spending a lot of time.
Thanks, Rose. Be on the readies next year. Lakeside will be hosting it.
Last Wednesday, Lakeside hosted a breakfast and special chapel service for local veterans to honor their service. Here's Ashlyn Jones with the story.
The veterans of our country have gone through plenty. They have put themselves in harm's way so that we may live in a peaceful country. They have gone through enough, so now it's time that we return the favor.
Well, on Veterans Day, we had 90 veterans and spouses come and join us for a celebration in honor of all that served in the armed forces. We welcomed them in, then they had a little breakfast, some coffee and some donuts and some sausage and eggs. So Pastor Don gave his speech, I gave a speech, both of us welcoming the veterans. After that, Mr. Aaron Meyer, who is the husband of Jess Meyer, our alumni director and also in charge of our events here at Lakeside, Aaron gave us a speech regarding the honor flight that he took with his dad out of Appleton, which is a very neat story. Veterans Day is special to me because my dad served in the Army National Guard. My grandpa served in the Army during World War II. I myself did not serve, but it always gives me great joy and pleasure knowing that my family did, and also how much veterans sacrifice for us so that we can do the things that we're freely able to do. Most of the individuals we had were from the Vietnam War era. We did have some from Korea. We did have some that were a little bit younger. We also did have 3 representatives from Lakeside, 2 of them that have already committed to service and 1 that is considering. We did have the veterans join us for chapel. We had a great service from Pastor Martin, who was the Wells chaplain for the armed services for 9 years, I believe.
Thank you to all those who planned this event. Thank you also to all those that have served our country in the armed forces. And now, for a special teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Pastor Garcia.
They say that fall is a time for change, and that couldn't be more true here at Lakeside. Things are always changing around here, schedules, classroom, and even staff. And after years of being a rule enforcer and dress code giver, he's been due for a change, even an upgrade. He's that guy. He's the one that took your $10 and your phone. He's the Don.
So what do you want to know?
Does your wife call you the Don?
Sometimes they call me the Don. Most of the time it's just him.
Is your son Ryan the heir to Lakeside?
Is Ryan the heir to Lakeside? No, I don't think Ryan wants to be in school that many more years. I think he wants to get out of school as fast as possible.
Students often refer to you as the Don. Do you really actually have any ties to the mafia?
A few years back, there was this one car parked in front of my house that was kind of shady, so I thought maybe that was the mafia, but it was just the mailman.
How did you propose to your wife?
How did I propose to my wife? Well, that's a good question. I asked her to marry me, and she said yes.
If the faculty had a game of laser tag, who would win?
Definitely Mr. Sievert. He is very agile and has a great mind when it comes to strategy.
So, Pastor Schultz, we're wondering, what do you miss most about not being the assistant principal?
Boy, that's a good question. I miss detentions. Every week I would serve detention. I think I've served over 500 detentions in my career, so I miss it, but I haven't gone back.
How many millions do you have from taking students' phones?
How many millions of dollars? That's a good question. It really hasn't added up to a whole lot, and since I give it to the front office, I don't think I've gotten a dime out of the whole thing.
Can you share one of your Don doctrines with us?
So the Don doctrines, those are the rules that we used to use for freshman football. Sometimes the freshman football players would do stuff that would drive me crazy. Then we would develop a doctrine, and then they would stop driving me crazy. So that's the Don doctrines.
Can I have my phone back?
Some of you at home might work on your own cars, but this student takes it to an entirely different level. Some might even say what he does is professionally done. Caleb Garcia is currently working on a car that is near and dear to his heart. He even has done his own paint job. Here's Caleb himself sharing his journey.
I guess it started probably when I was either 11 or 13. I started driving around that age, and ever since then I just had the desire to drive all the time. And the best brand, definitely Toyota. The worst brand, it's really hard to say. I would probably just have to go with Fiat. No particular reason really. I just think they're really ugly. My favorite car would definitely be the Toyota Corolla. I believe it's the best car ever made. It's the most sold car ever made, and I don't know, the new ones are just so good looking, especially the GR Corolla. It's just an amazing car in general. I definitely say my car, my own personal 2004 Toyota Corolla. I don't know, there's never been much to work on because it's perfect and nothing is really ever broken, but just maintaining it has been fun. It can be very frustrating at times, but when it goes successfully, it's very satisfying, saving money, not having someone else do it for you.
Thanks for sharing your amazing story with us, Caleb. We're so excited to see what you can do next.
And now, you're in the loop. I'm Natalie Pop.
And I'm Juan Gallard. Thanks for watching.